Hello everyone, today I will show you how you can create this type of glossy animation in After Effects using very simple methods. First, I have used only one image and there are several adjustment layers on which many effects are applied. And at the end, a circle encloses the whole structure here. And there are three sets of circles. All three sets have offset of 5 frames. Like this first is animated from start frame and the second set of circle is animated from fifth frame. So as you can see, it's moving downwards and I have converted into adjustment layer so it controls the movement of the image. Let's dive into our main part. First of all, we will create a new composition. You can select your resolutions as you want. I will name it transition. Drag your footage here in the project menu. I will use this image. Now we will go into layer, new, and create an adjustment layer. Here we'll add an effect motion tile. And what motion tile does, it creates several copies around our image. So if I move this up or down, you can see our image is replicated. There is a sharp edge between those images. You can create mirror images and the edges between those images is merged, so it's not visible. Now we will animate that. Go to a second frame. We will keyframe that by clicking on the stopwatch icon and move to our first frame. We will change this Y value and bring it to 0. The center will be at the top of composition, and now if I play this animation, it looks something like this. Now I will select both of these keyframes, right click, keyframe assistance, and easy ease them. You can also press F9 on keyboard to ease them so it becomes smooth. And after that we will click on this graph, go into this option and select edit speed graph, and now we will change the interpolation of graph around here. So first it will increase so fast and then slowly come down like this. And now we will add another effect, which is transform effect. Go to our first frame and increase the scale value to 130 and add in a keyframe by clicking on this stopwatch icon, and move to second frame and decrease it to 100 to our original scale value. Now press U to show all keyframes and select both new keyframes and easy ease them and edit this graph like we did before, and now it will look something like this. Now we will move to our circular part. I will create 3 circles. I will use them as adjustment layers. So first I will create a new circle. So this will be called as first frame because this will start animating from first frame. I will change the duration of it to about 5 seconds and press OK. Now I will create a circle by going to ellipse tool and select this title action shape. So center of our composition will show up. Move to the center, click, drag and press Ctrl and Shift so it will be a perfect circle. And increase the circle so it covers our whole composition round about here. And make sure the fill color of this circle is black. Click transparency grid so it will show the transparency in our composition. We'll select this shape here and press position and move to 1 frame and 15 subframes. We will create a keyframe right here and move to our first frame. We will drag it up. We will drag up so whole circle will disappear round about here. If I play the animation, it will look something like this. I will select both keyframes and press F9 to easy ease them. Go into graph editor and change this graph like this as we did before. We'll bring it a little bit more above. Now if I play this animation, it will look something like this. From here I will create the other two. Select this first frame and duplicate it. Name it fifth frame because we will start animating it from fifth frame. Press OK. Go into this circle and select both keyframes and drag them to about 5 frames. This is also created. Now duplicate this one also and name it 10th. Open this composition and select both keyframes. Drag them to 10th frames right here. So now it's created. We will duplicate it one more time and name it 15. Double click upon it, drag these keyframes to 15 frames. So round about here. And now we will move into our main composition. And in this composition, we will first add our first frame circle, drag it here, and go into toggle switch mode and change blending mode to stencil alpha. So this effect will add our picture within the circle we created. As you can see in this black circle, other areas will be transparent, as you can see. First layer of our transition is created. Now we have to add our second circle and drag it below our first frame circle. Recompose, name it 2 and click this move all attributes into new composition and press OK. Open this composition and here we will create a white layer, new white solid. So bring it beneath our fifth composition, and we will change the blending mode to alpha inverted matte. So the black circle is now transparent. Only this area will be act as an adjustment layer. We will click on this icon, so it will be converted now into an alpha layer. And now if I play this, nothing will show up, but once you start adding several effects, like first I will add an effect exposure and click on this channels, individual channels, and change the colors like you want. As you can see, our first layer is being created. You can change the colors just as you like. We will also apply another effect, which is transform effect, to scale it and increase this scale to 130 round about right now. If I play this animation, it will look something like this. Now we will add a blur effect. Go into effects, blur and sharpen, and select this fast box blur. Increase it to 50 or any other value. So here, as you can see, there are pairs of circles, so I will duplicate this pair and delete all of these effects and add here gradient tramp to give it a different color, and changing its blending mode to hard light. Now if I change its color, you can change its color, decrease its opacity if you want to round budge here. So this is it. Now we will create our 10th frame circle. We will drag it and bring it between our second circle. We will recompose this like we did before and name it third one. Open this composition and same create a new white solid and bring it beneath our circle composition. Select this alpha inverted matte and go to our main composition. Make sure you click on this adjustment layer icon. A second layer is created, but it's not visible because we haven't applied any effect. We will go into our second composition and copy all of these effects and paste them on third one. But this time we will decrease our blur to about 20. Change the colors so it shows a little bit different from our first layer. So now second layer is also created. Duplicate it one more time to add gradient effects. Delete all of these effects. Go to our gradient, second gradient layer, click this, copy this gradient and from here and paste it on third one gradient. Change the blending mode to hard light. Change the colors as you want. So I'm choosing these colors. Now if I play this animation, two layers of it are created, and to create the third layer, drag the 15th frame circle to about here and pre-compose it. Name it fourth one. Press OK. Go into our layer and create a new solid layer and bring it beneath our circle composition. Change this to alpha inverted matte. Move into our main composition, toggle switch and click this on adjustment layer. Now we will copy all of these effects as we did before on fourth one, but this time we will delete this fast box blur. As you can see, there are three layers are already created. You can change the colors. It's little bit differentiated from the below two layers, and duplicate this layer, change this to hard light and delete these effects, and because it will be an gradient, copy this gradient and paste it on fourth gradient layer. Now you can change the color to like you want. Now if I play this animation, it will look something like this. So this effect is already created. Pressing N to bring our composition menu to here. Right click, trim comp to work area. Now we will create another adjustment layer above all, and now we will add in chromatic aberration. So go into effect, immersive video, and VR chromatic aberration. Select this as stereoscopic over and under and change its values right here. So now it will look something like this. Okay, looks cool. Now I will animate this. We will move to about one frame here and keyframe them like this and move to our second frame. Well, all of these layers are gone, and we will bring them to 0. Now if I play this animation, it will look something like this. Press U and select all of these keyframes, press F9 to ease them. You can select this layer and change it to guide layer. In this way you can apply it on any layer. You don't have to do the whole things. So let me show you what I did before. I will show you by playing it. There are many layers around here, and only these composition are applied. So what I did, I selected each image and bring it to composition, recomposed it like this, and open this pre-compose layer and bring it our transition composition to here and click on this small icon, and now it's applied on it, as you can see. And if I move in main render, if I drag them right here, and if we play the animation, it will look something like this. As you can see, it is applied on our first layer. So this is it. You can apply it on as many layers as you want and make a smooth transition between your clips, footages, or anything you want. So thank you. I hope you like the video, and for more this type of content, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or have any confusion, you can comment. I will reply it. And thank you.